YouTube, we back with another video. It's your boy Ellis Wavy. This gonna be the first episode of Help That Waiver. If you're new to the channel, like, share, and subscribe. If you want help, if you need diagrams, you need angles, it's gonna be featured on these new episodes of this series. Okay, all you gotta do, if you're on Instagram, post your picture using the hashtag LSPWavy. Use the hashtag Help That Waiver. If you're on the Facebook groups, drop pictures on the pages, drop your IG handle so you can get featured, you can get some publicity for your page, and you can get the help that you need. Let's get into this intro. All right, guys, we got King School on Instagram. Okay, so make sure you give her a follow and follow her. Hopefully she follow back, but either way, that's neither here nor there. We got 360 swirl. Okay, this is a perfect example of 360 swirl. Now, with some people, depending on their texture, their hair density, thickness, or whatever the case may be, their crown may be thicker than this and a little bit more defined. Now, this may be because she has a shorter haircut, or maybe just because the crown does not get as thick as others may. You know what I'm saying? So let's analyze this. Let's see where she can get better. Let's see where she's already killing, or whatever the case may be. But shout out to King School, female waiver, definitely repping. Okay, let's start with the top shot. The top shot is definitely flawless. Okay, I don't see no forks, no flow issues or nothing. I'm pretty sure this is how she's brushing her top, kind of like a beehive, something like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the best artist, but those basically the angles coming off the crown and going to the hairline to give you that pattern like that. Okay, but again, no forks on the top, definitely killing on that. I don't see no areas that can be bettered from that top shot. All right, so let's look at the crown. The crown, like I said earlier, it could be a little bit thicker. I like to see the waves actually come from the actual crown and kind of bend out, you know what I'm saying, like so, and kind of wrap around. But you know what I'm saying, you can only work with what you got, and that's what she's doing. So this is basically a solid pattern. You know what I'm saying? The 360 swirl is basically just like a beehive. It wraps all the way around, just like a beehive, except it's not wide open. It's actually a swirl instead. Okay, so that's the only area that I could really see some improvement is the crown. But nevertheless, it still looks good. I've seen a lot worse. Let's look at the sides. Now, here's a common problem with female waivers that I notice is they edges. Okay, now I'm not trying to be funny. We know a lot of women struggle from the lack of edges, you know what I'm saying, not being able to grow their hair for whatever the reason is. Some people can't grow any hair at all. Some people get this issue right here where it'll grow, but it won't grow long enough to hit curl length. So we know that waves are laid down curls. So if your hair can't get long enough to curl, then you're not going to be able to make a wave. So I don't know if she does high tapers, low tapers, or whatever the case, but if this area was able to grow a little bit longer and hit curl length, I would definitely like to see the waves come all the way to the shoreline like that. And the same issue is on the other side. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see these waves extend all the way to the hairline. But other than that, these are solid sides right here. You know, you got maybe a fork or two, you know what I'm saying? Little skirmishes here and there. Everything after that is basically flawless. It's no forks in there that I can see with the naked eye. Okay, on the other side, I see a noticeable fork right here. That can be pushed out, you know what I'm saying, hitting this angle straight like that, straight to the ear on like a slanted angle. It's gonna knock that fork out. Maybe one or two woofs can break that fork, push it out, whatever the case may be. But again, the rest of the waves, they lining up. She definitely a coarse hair waiver, got ropes on top of ropes. So this is a solid pattern, man. This is definitely a solid pattern. And shout out to School, man. She killing. She been around for a while. I'm not gonna take too much time on this collage, but this is definitely a good example of a 360 swirl. All right. Next up, we got Onyx The Waiver. Okay, make sure you following him too. Okay, we got I like this Help The Waiver episodes, man, because it gives y'all a chance to really get a good look at all the different patterns that's out there. Like, so many misconceptions of what pattern is what and how it looks and what size look how and how you brush it or whatever the case may be. This is 540s, okay? This is a solid example of true 540s, okay? When you have 540s, you need at least 2 slanted sides. As you can see, his top is slanted. I don't see any forks on the top, but you got a slanted top, traditional 540s, and you got a slanted back here, okay? Traditional 540s right there with those slants, okay? Now, how do you brush this angle? Like, this is the same pattern I got, so I'm pretty sure y'all seen me do it on my pictures on Instagram and Facebook, but I'm gonna show you nonetheless. You basically wanna come off the crown and slant it like that. Bam. Bring this side straight forward. This side you want to go like that, causing that side to be like a 360 side or whatever. Left side you want to bring it straight forward, okay? Straight from the crown. This one straight forward. The crown area. Now he's a little thin in the crown, but again, everybody's not the same. I think he's doing a hell of a job with what he got. He's still making it swirl, and this is a big tip for people that are thinning in the crown area. You want to stay away from that beehive, okay? If you got a beehive and you got a thin crown, you're gonna make it look worse than it is. You can try to swoop the hair, you know what I'm saying, swirl it a little bit, close it up as much as you can, and you can still pretty much pull off that pattern even if it's thinning, okay? But either way, this is how you would brush the crown. You would come off like that, go up, come around, and then you would drop that side right there, and then start the slant, bring it around, slant the top, and come like that, okay? So that's basically how you would do it, man. That's a short version of some angles, but that's how you would do it. This is a solid pattern, man, especially with a thinner area of the crown. Those are the angles. This is a solid pattern, man. Like, it is some flow issues. It's a couple forks down here by the ear. You know, you got a couple of skirmishes or whatever. The left side could be a little tighter right there, a little bit more defined, but for the most part, it's pretty good. Like right there, I would like to see this drop straight down. Let's see the crown. Obviously, he can only do so much with what he got, but if the hair would get thicker, you know what I'm saying, it would kind of fan out like this. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I said, I'm not the best artist, but you want to see it fan like that. Okay, the top is perfect. Like I showed you earlier, everything is flowing perfectly. I don't see too many. Oh, let me go back. Let me go back a little bit. So this is a fork right here. It looks like, now from the angle that I'm seeing, it looks like a fork right there. Okay, and this could possibly be a little issue right there too. Okay, so but nevertheless, that issue right there, that can get pushed out. That's nothing. Once you get a fork close to the hairline, it's just a matter of woofing and practicing your good angles, the perfect angles that you need for that pattern to go ahead and push it out or break it. So make sure you following this waiver, another dope selection for 540s. The next waiver we got is DMP 81. Okay, now everybody likes seeing the best waves, but you know what I'm saying, this is not about that, man. You know, if you want help, you want to be featured, this is where you need to be. You need to be using the LSP Wavy hashtag or Help That Waiver hashtag to get featured. Okay, so this is another example of 540s. Okay, it's not the best. All right, but he's working, and that's all you can help. That's all you can hope for, I should say, is for somebody to be working. Okay, the back. This is a true coarse hair waiver, man. You can see the tight coils of hair. You can see the multiple rows of waves. You know what I'm saying? True coarse hair waiver. It looks a little dry. I'm not gonna hold you. Maybe he can get his hair health up a little bit more. I don't know if he was sweating outside or whatever, but you want your hair to get as healthy as possible. And from that back shot, it definitely looks a little dry. Pause with the back shot. But nonetheless, I want to say his crown is about right here. It's offset to the right, so you can see how they're flowing. You know what I'm saying? They're wrapping around like so and so. So that back side looks decent, man. I can't really see too many forks. I mean, maybe in there. Like I said, the hair is not laid like it could be, so I can't really tell if it's any forks. The definition is not quite there yet, but he's working though. All right, so let's go over to the top shot. All right, it's a lot of forks on the top. The flow is gonna crash. All right, now I say this a lot, man. When you try to have 540s with a straight top, or you have that crown that's offset all the way off to the side, it's gonna be hard not to have forks, man, because especially when you have 20 something waves, they're gonna crash. So by looking at these, you know what I'm saying, they're going in different directions. The flow is not the best. I can see where he's trying to get them to go, but again, it's gonna be hard for them to flow all together because it's so much they get jumbled up. Now this little issue in the front, he can go ahead and push that out. You know what I'm saying? That's nothing. You see these like right here, you got some issues, man. I don't know. I don't remember if this is a new pattern or old or whatever the case may be. He's working, but definitely got some work to do on that top shot. All right. So let's go to, I want to say the left side on 540s. If you have a clockwise crown, should be vertical. So I can barely see any waves on his left side. They should be going down just like this, and then go toward the back to start slanting. All right, I don't see too much definition on that left side at all. So again, you got some work to do, man. I'm not giving out no rates. You know what I'm saying? I'm not telling you if you got a 9 or a 10. You know what I'm saying? If I see a 10, I'm gonna let you know. But if you ain't got a 10, I'm not giving you no number, man. I think you need to keep working. If you don't have a 10, they got work to do. All right. So on the right side, we got some skirmishes. We got some forks toward the hairline. Those can be broken. I would like to see a little bit more definition along that side. Right here, this is a flow issue. They're gonna crash up there. You need a little bit better definition right there. So, you know, multiple problem areas, but again, this is a journey. It's not gonna happen overnight, okay? And I'm glad I started this little series so you can see people start to finish. You know what I'm saying? Maybe in 6 months I'll go back and do these waivers again and see how they progress. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, follow him, check out his journey, see if his waves get better, see if they stay bogus like this or whatever. I'm joking, but yeah, try to follow these waivers, man, and see if they're getting any better, if they can help you or whatever the case may be, man. But again, man, if you're new to the channel, like, share, and subscribe, and we out of here.